Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Meade Show, broadcasting live on YouTube. And today I want to start with the actual weather for Fall River. 41 clear, highs 46, lows 35. And I got something here important that I want to read to the people, to my viewers. More than 2.3 million Bay State currently receiving their Mass Health insurance through Mass Health, up to 31% since February of 2022. Governor Maura Healey's office not a nodded Wednesday in a press release that the highest figure is coming pretty as a result of a federal uh, continuous liability requirements that lasted throughout the public health emergency, according to this release. However, with an emergency declaration set to expire on May 11th, Mass Health is beginning to returns whether its members are still eligible for the state official project that enrolled will shrink to around 1.9 million members during the 2024 fiscal year. In the State House News Services reports, we now what we are facing right now, that spring will terminations. We know that the work that we need to do, Healey said at the press conference on Wednesday, announcing that the state of the 2024 budget proposal, wow, of the enrollment projection. She added, I think these numbers reflected the best education estimates. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. More than 2.3 million Bay State currently receiving. So cut people's mass health, right? That's really brilliant. That's really brilliant. That's all right. I have to get to this one here. Fall River drug log investigation completed. So in other words, they completed it. They must have found the lost book that they that was basically missing for a little while. So the Braga Bridge and Fall River Braga Bridge news break. Let's see what this was. See what this is about. Let's see if it had a okay. Well, I can't see it. Okay. The Braga Bridge is a trusted bridge that connects to the Fall River Somerset of 195 and spans to Mill Long, making it one of the largest bridges in Massachusetts. The Braga Bridge is the cross to Taunton River near the mouth of Quequechan River at the confluence of Mount Hope on Mount Hope Bay. Wow, I didn't even know that. Great, cool. Massachusetts reserves extra 37 million in fuel assistance to help families pay heating costs. Oh, great. Let's see what else is going on here now. Narrow Center for the Arts celebrates all these things in music and much concerts, exhibits. Yeah. Oh, Massachusetts. Yeah. I mean, yeah. What about? I mean, let's talk about Massachusetts for a little bit because I want to talk about Massachusetts because I think I want to talk about wow I mean we really bypassed that snowstorm. I mean some people were betting with that we were going to get 12 inches. Some said that we were going to get two. So some said that we're going to get 2.5, 3. I mean, we didn't even come close to either one of them. Matter of fact, I mean, it was just a simple snowstorm that that came and gone. It wasn't even that bad. I'll bet you though, no, northern Massachusetts got a lot. Okay, a lot of snow in northern Mass because usually northern Massachusetts usually gets a lot of snow up there. So Massachusetts in a fourth another round of winter weather. What do we know? So I mean, we may have another winter weather coming. So I mean, who knows? I mean, you live in New England, and this is New England. So uh, Providence public school teacher arrested. Oh Jesus! Oh my gosh! Cape Cod. Oh, do you see this? Yeah, Providence public school teacher arrested. Um, oh, arrested. And it won't say why. It won't say why. How come he was arrested? But I mean, that's uh, that's another story. But I really want to get to the other thing that I really want to talk about. The old police station. I mean, look at this. Look at this old police station. I mean, oh yeah, Fall River. Fall River. Well, they wanted to make a apartments out of the Fall River police station. Developer hits a snag with a building permit here. Why? Well, let me tell you why. First off, the old Fall River Police Department, that's down on Bedford Street. Well, it just hit a big, huge snag. Okay, so it's not going to get any building permits anytime soon. Because you want to know why? There is a movement of the development of a old Bedford Street Police Department. If you go by the old the old Bedford Street Police Department, you see how that thing is slanted over, right? So that thing is like really slanted over, and how can you make an apartment out of that? Okay, that thing is so slanted over this way, it's ready to fall over. Okay, I mean that's how old that Fall River Police Department is. That Fall River police station is. Okay, so I mean that's how old it is. So the for there is a movement on the redevelopment and Old New Bedford Police Station and apartments, but the development has run into a temporary glitch, which is a building permits application. The city inspector building, Glenn Hathaway, rejected the developer from Waterfield licensed building permit application in the city that they failed to provide requirements documentation by the state building code statutes. Hathaway notified the company owner by Mark Leonard of Chelsea by the letter that he had to reject the application because of the significant information his Chadic provider dated February 15th. Glenn Hathaway showed me what a comprehensive building plans look like and what their look like and their needs. Much more information, said Mayor Paul Coogan, which is why we are having meetings with them to see what their plans is moving forward and if they can bring their plans up to standards we want them. Well, yeah, I mean, look at the police station, man. You know, you have to. I mean, you got to bring you got to bring those things up to standard. You know what I'm saying? You know, those blueprints up to standard. Because I mean, if you're gonna make apartments out of something, okay, why don't you just knock the whole building down? Because you're not gonna get permits for those, okay? Um, Anytime soon, because excuse me, the old Fall River Police Department is that building's been up there since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? When I was born. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah. So that was my that building's been there since I was a kid, growing up, and I remember that was the police station that my uncle Bob, worked in there, and my other uncle Nero Farias, that also worked there too. You know what I'm saying? God bless his soul. He just passed away. My prayers go out to my cousins. My cousins out there, and my cousins, and my uncle Bob. You know, he was one. He was one good police officer, I'll tell you that. Okay, he was. It was awesome. But I mean, yeah, that's an old police station, and we have to, yeah. I mean, they're just, that thing's a lost cause. I mean, they should just knock it down, level it, make parking lot out of it for the UPS. For the federal government, for the UPS, so they can park, their trucks in it, because the parking lot they got now, they park it there where they used to park their old, where they used to park their police cars, and plus they, around the corner, as soon as you get down by the lights around the corner, they have their mail truck sometimes in the road, and that parking space is really loose over there. So, my opinion on that, I think more than putting knocking the thing down and just making a parking lot out of it, just demolition the whole thing, because the Fall River, the old Fall River police station is not no good. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that thing is just slanted right over the balconies, ready to fall down. I mean, you're gonna make apartments out of that. I wouldn't even live in that thing, man. No way, not me, man. I for that reason, no. Living in that, no. So I mean, it's quite outdated. That's an old police department. So, uh, but it's level the whole thing and just knock it down. I mean, it's if we knock it down, it'd be better like that. You know what I'm saying? So, a verdict was also reached at a jury returning after just a 3-hour deliberation by the verdict of a Munda murder trial. Wow. Let's hear what the judge has to say.
That must be taken into consideration and complied with under the Victims' Bill of Rights, and consider what I would anticipate to be a number of people who might have something to say regarding sentencing. We will defer sentencing to a later date. Of course, the minimum sentence for murder is 30 years. The maximum sentence is life imprisonment. As to each count, and on the weapons charge, the sentence is up to 5 years. Or 5 years, which has to be concurrent if a life sentence is imposed. When would you all like to reconvene for sentencing? I would like to give everyone an adequate opportunity to prepare for it.
So it'll be ready at 9:30 in the morning, Your Honor.
We could do it at 9:30 tomorrow morning also.
All right. The defendant is remanded to the custody of the Colleton County Sheriff's Department. And he may be taken away.
Wow. Yeah, that's live.
Madam Foley and members of the jury, I want to thank you on behalf of the citizens of the state of South Carolina and your fellow citizens of Colleton County. You did not volunteer for this service. You were called upon by being summoned to appear, and Providence have brought you to this moment in time and these weeks in time. I know that all of you have been here at great sacrifice, particularly the juror whose job was on the line until a miracle happened, I guess, that allowed him to be able to leave rather than leave after 2 or 3 weeks. But I want to thank each one of you all individually and collectively. It's not often that you're called upon to sit in judgment of the actions of your fellow man, but you all have responded and gave due consideration to the evidence. I will make no comment now as to the extent or the overwhelming nature of the evidence, but certainly the verdict that you've reached is supported by the evidence, circumstantial evidence, direct evidence, all.
So, yep, there was a verdict reached and the jury returned after just 3 hours deliberation with a verdict with the murder of his daughter, murder trial. Yes, and yeah, he was found guilty, and he's going to be sentenced. There's a sentencing date, 9 o'clock tomorrow, and right now he's remanded in the county jail. He's remanded in the county jail for until that time. So there's your verdict. Again, it was a breaking news after this week's testimony, including more than 75 witnesses who took the stand and disgrace with the South Carolina lawyer Alex Moldor has been found guilty of the 2021 murder of his wife Maggie and son Paul. Wow, imagine that, huh? A lawyer. I mean, who can we trust in this world? A lawyer. Alex Mondo was found guilty of murdering his wife and son. Wow. A lawyer. This guy's probably almost in his 80s. He's probably about maybe in his 70s, and he's going to jail for the rest of his life for killing his son and his wife. Great. Awesome. Wow, he's all over the place. This is a breaking news, folks. That was just broken just now on the on our lawyer on our lawyer firm. Our lawyer verdict was reached. Alex Mendel was murder trial. He murdered his son. He murdered his wife. Oh my good. Oh my good Lord. Wow. Mayor resigns. Amanda arrested of Oh my God. Mayor resigns. Arrested on. Oh my good Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, these people. Yeah. The defense says that Murdiga is a liar, but not a killer. Stated that says that he put himself before his family. Yeah, well, he put himself before his family. Yeah, well, I mean, this guy just killed his whole entire family. This guy is a lawyer. This guy was a lawyer. Oh my gosh, yeah. Investigation and now investigation of a ballot stranding in the Cabin County continues in Main Street Press. Wow. Yeah, the Main Street Press, baby. Look at this. Wow. Investigators into ballots and yeah, in the Main Street Press. Wow. Wow, this is like, oh, jeez. Tyler Doyle is a 911 tape reviewed by Happening Afternoon, and his boat sank while duck hunting. Wow. Jeez. Well, Marine Corps blasted for getting rid of Ella caught snipe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He was found guilty. He's all over the place in here. Breaking news. He's all over the place. Yeah, he is. Wow. This guy got to be around in his 70s or something, 70s maybe, almost in his 80s, and he found guilty of murder. Wow, Jesus. My God. Wow. Oh my God. Fall River police are investigating a evening shooting in the area of Cocky Row. News break. You see this? Oh my God. This is like awful. The Fall River Police Department are currently investigating Tuesday's evening shooting in the area of Cocky Row. According to Sergeant Mose Pereira, just before 8:45 p.m., officers respond to the 700 block off of 2nd Street, responding to reports of shots fired. Ooh. Damn. Oh man, PM on the street and responded to the report of shots fired. South Coast Rail 3 in a program to provide noise mitigations to affect homes. Wow. South Coast Rail. The South Coast Rail is there a program to provide noise mitigation to affect homes. So yeah, well yeah, of course. I mean, if a train goes by, I mean it's gonna if a train's going by. If say you live next to a just say you live next to a next to the railroad tracks. Okay, train's gonna go by. Yeah, of course. Yeah, the train's gonna make a lot of noise, and then yeah, of course, the train's gonna they're gonna be making a lot of noise. But Family Feud hosted Steve Harvey snapped a contestant after hilariously confined incorrect guess. This is pretty much, man. Football the world is reaching to later Aaron Rodgers announced. Yeah, football world reach to late Aaron Rodgers. Wow. Ain't that funny? Fairhaven holds a, I don't know, read that. New Bedford man achieves life goal within new barber shop after years cutting hair. Huh. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. Ford submits a patient for cars that repossessed itself and locked drivers. I'm trying to. Hunter who kills and skins a Connecticut family pet dog claims he was a wolf. Yeah, what a bunch! Oh my God, some people. Traveler Scott allergies is flipping over sound and engineer before attacking him. Let's see what else is going on. Fairhaven High film Paul Gilman movie for hold over as a release date. Nice. So let's see what else is going on here. So I'll bring you more update on that, on the sentencing, and see what he's gonna get for that. Well, he's gonna get life. I mean, hopefully. I'm saying, it's. I mean, who does that, man? What we can learn from Brain, Austin Green, and Venice Miracle Co-Parenting. What can we learn off of them? Man, we could learn a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we can. We could learn a lot. On the, let's see here. Let's see here what's going on here. Oh, there we go. Here are the look of Joseph Tenos. We have been able to ask him to respond to the charges of a phone number listed for him, and the court complaint was disconnected, and the home address listed for him was in a warehouse in Warwick. Now this guy right here, man, this. I mean, the WPRI reported this too as well. I mean, they tried to, get a hold of this. They tried to get a hold of this guy. You know what I'm saying? So, but New Jersey State Trooper shot in the Patterson while on the patrol. What to know? A state trooper was shot and, killed. Oh my gosh. A New Jersey state trooper was shot in the leg while on patrol in the city of Patterson overnight, and while he accepted to be okay, but law enforcement is still looking for the suspect. While that Thursday, which is today, the trooper whose name was not immediately released. Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to. I mean, I wouldn't want to. If I was a reporter on that case, I would not want to release the trooper's name, because you want to know why? Because if you release the trooper's name, you may be putting his family in jeopardy too as well. So I mean, you don't want to do that. So the trooper whose name was not immediately released. It was said to be hospitalized in stable condition following the shooting in the area of 13th Street and shortly before 1 a.m. Yeah, see? Patterson Mayor confirmed the visa text to the trooper was being treated for a lower leg wound. So he's being treated for a lower leg wound. It's no big deal. I mean, it could have been worse. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. You know, 4 or 3 Never drivers SUVs are almost being given away to see the price. Yeah, well, they tried in the impound to the Forward Police Department. But yeah, and let me check out this lawyer, this other lawyer this other person with the DUI. Yeah, there's got to be something here. Oh, wonderful. Let's see here. What else is going on here? Yeah, it didn't. We didn't even get that much snow. I mean, that's crazy. You know, it is. Well, yeah, for cult murder documentary for part 4. So I mean, it's this. I'm trying to find this other. Let me see this. Well, wait. Ask Amy. I am ready to retire, and I am tired of enabling my son who doesn't work. How cool is that? Good. Inmate convicted of assault retaking into custody after accident released from jail. Wow, nice guy, huh? Let's read the rest of it. I want to hear this one. A Texas inmate sentenced to 25 years for assault was retaken into custody on Wednesday after being let go at days earlier due to his clerical errors from the Harris County Jail, the authority said. Harris County Sheriff's Office asked for the public to help on Wednesday through his social media account to help recapture the convicted inmate, 61 years old, Marcelo Perez Campos. The authorities found Campos that night, according to tweets from the sheriff's office, and he said he was taken in without an incident in the South area of Houston. He will now be transferred to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and released, said, according to the ABC affiliated KTRK in Houston. Campos was convicted of shooting family members multiple times in February of 2021. More Texas death row inmates sue over. Yeah. Well, he's back in the justice system in Texas. So, I mean, you know, this is what people do. You know, I mean, it is. I mean, it's this is what people do. You know, residents is letting grocery stores, marketplaces, and affordable housing complex breaking ground. Good. So hey, you're gonna put a grocery store. You're gonna put affordable housing in. That's great. That's really awesome, and that's the stuff that I like to hear. You know what I'm saying? You know, affordable housing is also a great thing too. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, look at it. I mean, look at and again, and we talk about this all the time, because you know once the developers, get a hold of empty buildings, what they do is they transform them into apartments. In other words, they have to, renovate them. They have to, do all kinds of things. Put on new piping, put on new heating, and everything over there. So, we just don't need no more apartments anymore. We don't, because if we keep getting more and more apartments, guess what's going to happen? The rents are going to be so sky high. You know what I'm saying? And people can't afford them. You know what I'm saying? For these rents. You know what I'm saying? They think that they think that for these rents. They think that they think that affording these rents, it's not, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So we can't keep affording these rents like this, because we can't. You know what I'm saying? So we can't keep doing that, because it's a people are poor here, and we're poor. People are poor. We got people living on Social Security. We got people, elderly, living on their pensions and stuff like that. We can't afford. Yeah, elderly, they can't afford all this stuff, man. You can't. No. It's a. We can't afford. No, we can't. So hey, it's a. No, we can't. So hey, yeah, well, yeah, we only, yeah, he said that, that we got, we only got 8 inches. Yeah, well, people saying that we're gonna get 12, 2.5, 3.5, but we only got 8 inches. But like I said, we don't even know what northern Massachusetts got. You know what I'm saying? So we don't even know. Northern Massachusetts must have got more. Southeastern Mass must have got. Well, we got. Well, I don't. Yeah, we got 8 inches of snow here. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but that police station is. Yeah, they tried to make apartments out of that. Yeah, they did. But that old police station is ready to fall down. So, and but I'm glad that the application was denied, so that way the developers don't get a hold of it and start putting more stop putting more in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's how can you actually how can you actually make an apartment out of something like that? You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't. So. That those things are that thing is like ready to fall. You know what I'm saying? Fall forward. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's nuts. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't know. It's and that thing was actually bought by someone else, but turned it into something else. So you can't make an apartment. You might as well just knock the whole thing down. You know what I'm saying? You might as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't make an apartment out of something that that it's not going to you can't. No, you can't make an apartment out of that. That there should be knocked down very soon. But the thing is, with that, so oh my gosh, uh, well, like I said, now I'm gonna get to now the I'm gonna get to now and saying the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. So right in front or right in back of me over here. So it's like pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. When I say justice for all, it's justice for all, not just for one person. It's for all. Okay, so keep it in mind. It's justice for all. Some people think, oh, when you say pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, right? They think they're above the law, which is actually they're not. So when you when you hear justice for all, so it's for everybody, not just for one person. So just keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? So when the police goes up to you and reads their Miranda rights to you and says you have the right to remain silent. So when they start doing that, you say, well, you say nothing. So the thing is, let's see here. Let's see. EPA 3010 new narrative. Heartbroken mother goes off at the House hearing. This is, wow, crazy. Yeah, this guy is all over the news, man. Wow. Atlanta College basketball player gunned down during a dispute near the campus. Police. Wow. This is not good. Oh my God. A college basketball star was shot and killed near the Atlanta campus on Tuesday, and police are now how someone is in custody. Well, I'll tell you about this. Jonathan Sterling, 21, was fatally shot while sitting in a car parked at the Lake House Catholic Center. He and another person in the car had a disagreement inside their car before shots were fired. And Atlanta Police Department Deputy Chief Charles Hampton Jr. in a new briefing Facebook Thursday, police at the Clark Atlanta University had called the APD Atlanta PD, so that's what APD means. After the incident and the APD arrived, they discovered Jonathan and Sophie Moore of playing basketball for the university dead, said Hampton. Wow. Jesus. Oh my good God. I mean, these people, man. And let me just remind you what I want to read here today too. So I personally had to look it up, okay? And I had to look it up because something doesn't seem right. No, but I had to look it up. I look it up all the time. And and a lot of times I look up my sources because when I do a podcast, I want to make sure that my sources are there. You know what I'm saying? So, and I want to make sure that it's exactly right. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying. So yeah, well, there was a teacher accused of proper contacting with two students at the Providence Middle School. Awesome. Unbelievable. Great. Another ruthless day for Ben. But Tom Brady is reportedly considering a 180-degree career change, that his inner, yeah. So his city's name is happening in Americas of the 30 consecutive years reports. Wow. Road remains closed after truck snagged the lower wire and snapped 7 utility poles and demolition. Again, with Route 79 is going to be closed for quite some time because they are going to flatten down the road. So Route 79 is going to be closed for the time being. Let me see. Let me look it up over here. Let's see. Route 79. Yeah, Route 79 is the 18.47 million long state highway on the southeastern Massachusetts, on a route beginning as a highway in Fall River, also known as a Fall River Vandyck Western Fall River Expressway, before becoming and more rail routes. Oh yeah, Route 79 is the 18.47 million long, 29.72 kilometers state highway in the southeastern Massachusetts, to the routes beginning as a highway of Fall River, known as the Fall River Vandyck and Western Fall River Express, before becoming more real Route 79. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to be doing, they're going to flatten out that area, and I don't know how long it's going to take, so they are going to flatten out that area. So route descriptions: Route 79 in Marrick, Route 79 in beginning south of the Braga Bridge, and 195 Millplex with the Route 138 has surface 4 lanes control access highways. It has existing Duval Street, which is act as one-way footage road, front tag road on both sides of the Route 79, and to the Veterans Memorial Bridge, as which is point Route 138 level Route 79, and goes over to the bridge. The route continues to northward, passing under the North Main Street, with the exit axing to the street and the connected to the Route 24. As the route is exit 7, there is no access between Route 79 and North and 24 South. The vice versa route continues to, Jesus. Got external links to everything here, so let me see what there's a history here. Yeah. Well, Fall River vertical in a 2012, shortly before it was replaced. Yeah. In 2012, north turmoil of Route 79 was relocated before the project of the north turmoil of Route 79, still ending Route 105 only 1.5 of the mile of north of its current turmoil, but it was too close to the southbound ramp for Interstate 495 by eradicating Route 79 to a 4-way intersection with Route 105. Wow, they're trying, yeah. Well, right now, Route 79 is being, leveled as we speak. So we're gonna have a flat. We're gonna have a flat surface instead of a hill going up. So that's what's gonna happen. So that's that's what's gonna happen with that. So I mean, let's see what else is happening around the country. Well, we already talked about that guy going to prison for the rest of his life. So we don't need to talk about him anymore until when I'm on again. If I see it on Facebook, I'll update is on the on the sentencing and what he's gonna get for killing his son and so for killing his son and and his wife. Oh my Lord. Critical role in pure support for first responder Karen the dog. Oh, first responder. Morning spin by 3223 and your key bird. Let's go. Let me see. I want to find something here. Let's find something to talk about. Morning spin. Okay, yeah, sure. A petition has been 515 signatures to let keeps going for more signatures. Yeah, so that would be. There's a guy that's been in jail for a very long time. Okay, and he was accused. Well, Carl Drew, blind justice and a fight against lies, manipulation and corruption. Okay, so this is what happens. Okay, this guy was accused for, murdering people, but Carl Drew was a blind justice of a fight against lies, manipulation, and corruption. 2011 sevens have signatures. Let's get 2,500. So, I mean, the guy needs to be, if the guy did not commit these murders, this guy needs to, be released immediately from prison because, I mean, why keep a guy in jail for a crime that he did not commit? You know what I'm saying? So that'll be Carl Drew. You know what I'm saying? And I've known Carl Drew for a very long time, for a very long time. So, and we need to. Carl H. Drew is residing at the MCI Shirley and going into his 44th year of insurrection. In the 1981, Drew was wrongfully convicted for the first-degree murder of Karen Marsan. Carl received a sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole. I am respectfully requesting that you review Mr. Drew's story and consider signing this petition in the hope Carl can finally be awarded the opportunity that even America entitles to, and yet Carl has yet to recover a fair and justice and trial. The law states that the guilty must be provided. Thank you, honey. The law states that the guilty must be proven without any reasonable doubt for a conviction is to be made. One of this was not this case for Carl H. Drew. For prosecution claimed Carl had motive to harm Karen, but Martin has their belief by Miss Martin to present the murder of, and during prosecution is to believe that Mrs. Mason could name Carl as Miss Killer, but however, on October 13th, 1979, the night Duran's was murdered, Carl Drew was attending his stepmother's wedding. There are photographs of Carl taken during the wedding to support Carl, an innocent too. He could not be in two places at once. There was no more public defender. John Broken was signed to defend Carl unbeknownst to Carl, attorney. Brugness had never defended anyone before, let alone work at a murder trial. It was only after the book Mortal Remains by Henry Scammell comes out that I found out this attorney Brugness had never defended anyone who had ever been involved in any way with a murder trial. Doesn't that alone show how the Bristol County legal system is right? For the time of appointed me as an attorney was out to get me. He wasn't even known to be a lawyer after my case. He's never again practiced criminal law. Wow, imagine that, huh? This guy never ever practiced criminal law in his life. And you know something, though? But I believe that Robin Murphy is a guilty part. Robin Murphy is guilty of of admissions. I mean, I don't know why Robin Murphy wasn't questioned in this case. So Robin Murphy herself has admitted on several occasions she gave false statement against Mr. Drew. Yeah, see, she gave false statement against Mr. Drew, Mr. Carl Drew. So I mean, this guy's been sitting in prison for a crime that he's never done in his whole entire life. I mean, again, and we talk about this all the time. Okay, we talk about corruption. We talk about how the justice system should be working. Okay, so for many years, the justice system has been broken because of lack of evidence. Lack of evidence. And when you go to hold on one second. Let me take a sip of this coffee. When you go, when a person goes to court, okay, you're supposed to present evidence, right, for the defense and the prosecution. Well, so in this case with with Carl Drew, this didn't happen. Okay, I mean, there was no defense. Okay, well, there was the defense, but there was no evidence to prove that this guy was innocent. You know what I'm saying? In a court of law, there was they didn't show any evidence. They didn't ask any questions at all, and they assumed that Mr. Carl Drew was guilty of murdering people. So this guy here is sitting in prison for something that that he's never done. Okay, and Robin, what's her name again? Let's see. Let me check this out. Let me see here. Well, well, Robin admitted that she I mean she gave false testimony. So when somebody gives false testimony, okay, so I mean you can't. I mean even Robert Murphy, you can't go around giving false testimony, in in a court of law, man. I mean when they talk to you. Yeah, okay. Well, just be honest with them and tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? And Robin Murphy. So this is why Carl Drews and this guy never murdered anybody. I mean, he never did. You know what I'm saying? This guy's an innocent bystander. You know what I'm saying? Hey, at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at that point. When you're at the wrong place, at the wrong place at the wrong time. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. It is. It's ridiculous. Well, James Kilgus said that wait for someone to try to make this apartment out of a old Fall River police station. Yeah. Well, good luck with that. Well, yeah. I mean, he's right. You know what I'm saying? And he's right. But again, he's my co-worker. You know what I'm saying? And and he's a really good kid. He's a really good young adult. I mean, he tries. You know what I'm saying? He tries hard, and he tries to do he tries, and even though that we're on the opposite side of the coin, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, he's on the opposite side. So this is my show is a conservative Republican show, and United, and we and he's I mean he believes in he's a progressive and I'm not. Okay, so I mean, but we are good friends, and we are. You know what I'm saying? And so but we are good friends. We are good friends, and that's what makes America great. You know what I'm saying? Is being good friends with somebody, even though you're not, on the, if you don't agree, or if you don't agree, then hey, you know what I'm saying? So, but let's look at it this way, being, and but we're good friends, and that's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? And just wanted to also add to the to my program, the David Meade Show. That I mean, I think the government should allow, you know what I'm saying, some of these young adults, to even if you have even if you have a disability, like if you have cerebral palsy or any type of disability, the government, the government should allow, you know what I'm saying, for some of these people to run for public office, because it's not fair, you know what I'm saying, it's not fair, you know what I'm saying, so, it's not fair. So, I mean, I think the government should allow that, for the, government, to, for the government to allow these people to run for public office. But, even somebody that is autistic, you know what I'm saying, even a young adult, you know what I'm saying, that's autistic, I mean, you don't look at it as a disability. You look at it as a different ability. Okay, that's how you look at it. So I mean, you don't look at if you look at say you look at it a different ability. I'm saying autistic. If you're an autistic or someone with autism, doesn't necessarily mean that it's a disability. You know what I'm saying? It's not a disability. Look at it as a different ability. Okay? It's, because, people with people with autism, people with disability, cerebral palsy, okay, you know, they seem to be looking down at these people, you know what I'm saying? And and it's not right, you know what I'm saying? So it's not right to look at, whether if you're autistic or have cerebral palsy or any kind of disability, nobody should be actually looking down at people like that, you know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. Autistic, with adults or a child, these people are smart, okay? These people are smart, they're intelligent, and let me tell you, they can fix computers, and I've seen them, okay? They can put hard drives in a computer. I've seen it, okay? And let me tell you, I wish I had that skill, you know what I'm saying? So, I wish, But, people shouldn't be looking down at people like that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's one day, they're gonna be, you're gonna be working for them. What do you call it? I mean, when you go to school, people call, people go, "Wow, look at those geeks over there." Well, guess what? One day, those geeks are gonna be, one of them. They're gonna be your boss, okay? And they're gonna like, "Oh, remember me?" Yeah, yeah. Wow. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can't go around making fun of everybody. An off-duty officer helped and rescued a boy 8 who was left hanging by his neck. Oh my gosh! And where was this? Oh Lord have mercy. Kings of Prussia was a young boy was left hanging by his neck at a indoor monument center in Pennsylvania over the weekend after becoming untangled in a rope ladder. The West Virginia Township Police Department confirmed that the incident earlier this week on Facebook. Officials said that the 8-year-old was visiting Earl's Park and King of Prussia Saturday when his head slipped through parts of a rope and obstructed and became stuck. Wow, thanks for that kid, man. Oh my, that kid was 8 years old when this happened. Oh my God. Thank you. I mean, that must have been a huge tragedy, man. Wow, I mean, the things that you hear, the things that I mean, you hear a lot of things, okay, and yeah, you do. You hear a lot of things, and I mean, yeah, 12-year-old boy dies after collapsing during a football practice. Wow, things that you hear, and It's sad. I mean, and half of these things are all children. You know, a woman who's went missing in 1992 was found alive in Puerto Rico. Congratulations! Wow, in Puerto Rico, 1992, she was found alive in Puerto Rico. Oh my good lord! Oh, I'm glad. Oh, I'm glad that she was found. I bet you her mother was. The parents are happy too. So updating on snow and timing on the way in Mill City weather. Wow. 1791 Stormtrooper. Hashtag PM HQ. Hashtag JC. Hashtag Free Dom Connor. March 2nd. Wow. Jim Jones, yeah. So yeah, Jim Jones is a hit mock builder. Oh, I love it, man. Hey, did anybody out there ever watch wrestling? I mean, it's watch wrestling. I mean, I remember the wrestling, man, in the 1960s. Oh my God, wrestling was good. Actually, wrestling was more on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So wrestling, yeah. Rick Martel, Tony Guerrero, Ivan Putski. Let's see who else. Tony Guerrero. I mean, these are all. These are all retired wrestlers that I've known. So, I mean, yeah, Ivan Putski, Tony Guerrero, Andre the Giant, and who else? Jeez, I mean, Axel Jim Duggan. I mean, look at these people, man. These are all, I mean, all wrestlers, man. Um, so I mean, yeah, those back in the day, man. When I was a kid, my dad and I we used to sit down and watch wrestling on Saturday morning. You know, just on Saturday morning, man. We had one of those old-fashioned TV sets that the antennas would sit on the TV. We used to have the roof antennas too. I mean, it's pretty awesome. Oh yes. Oh, re renated Fairhaven. Last pour firm can still be seen on Route 6. That is awesome. Wow. That is so nice. You know, and yeah, wrestling. I mean, that's a pretty. Yeah, I mean, that was a big thing back then. You know, and that's what we. Yeah, well, that was a big thing back then. So again, with that being said, if anybody out there, oh, right now, oh, Ric Flair, happy birthday, 74th birthday. Yeah, Ric Flair, yeah, he was a world heavyweight champion at one point. You know what I'm saying? Young guy, you know what I'm saying? So, very young, very young. And I think, let me see, I'm going to go back to my live feed and see what else is going on here. And over here. And Rocky 4, 1985. Rocky, No Easy Way Out. And Family Matters, 1989, 1998. Yeah.
Hello and
So,
welcome to our
yeah.
channel. In this video, we will be
So, yeah, I didn't want that. So Webster, 1989 to 1984, casting then a now 2023, 40 years after. Wow. Look at that, huh? Jean-Claude Van Damme, Bloodspot, Final Fight, 1986. Yeah, it's Coming to America, casting in a now 1988 versus 2023. Yeah. 5 minutes ago, rest in peace talent, actor Chuck Norris passed away. You can rest in peace, brother. Bunker cries. Archie Bunker placed Archie Moore edit and the Norman Lee. Saved by the Bell, 1989, 1993, casting then the now 23. Yeah, that was Screech. Now look at Screech. Rifleman, 1958, 1963, casting then now 2023. Yeah. And all these things here. American Ninja, too. Beach Brawl. Boy. Yeah, it's all these Walker, Texas Ranger. Yeah, he's passed away. And A-Team, 1983, 1989. Cast then, now 23, 40 years. Mr. T, yeah. The Wonder Years, 1988, 1993, cast and now 23 years later. The Story of the Dragon, Part 1, Bruce Lee. Yeah, remember that, yeah. 1990, 2003, Home Alone, 1990, casting, then now 23, how they channel, yeah. Yeah, look at him. Yeah, he was a kid, now he's an older guy now. When a Family Matter, rest in peace, Family Matter, 1989. When Family Matter dead. Fun Factor film, 266 reviews 5 minutes ago. Oh boy, yeah. Oh, the Dukes of Hazzards, 1979, 1985. Casting, yeah. Now look at him now. Police gives arrest and warrant for a top NFL prospect and the former Georgia star Jillian Cuellar, yeah, arrested. Tyler Perry gives T.J. Jackson $1 million at the Porter. Yeah. Rocky, 1989 and 38 years after. Wow. Who is the Boss? 1984, 1992, and then now, wow, old. Wow. Bloodport, 1988, martial art is training since the MGM. Wow. Police Academy casting, they're now 2022. Part 2, Bruce Lee, original sense from the game of death. Wow. Airwolf Proof Night. Red Dot. 10 musicians summary rotting in jail, rotting in jail, and a reason why. Wow. The Brady Bunch, 1969, 1979, casting, then now 23 later. Wow. Jesus. The Muppet Show, 1979, 1981, and now 23 years later. Will Smith from 1968 to 2022 years old. 22 years old. And Bruce Lee, Hannah God at the underground base and entered the D. Wow. Dennis the Menace, 1993. Movie casting, yeah. Family Matter, Laura supporting Steve. Moments. Yeah. 11 actors from different world who has sadly died. Yeah. That's awful.
Hey, baby.
But it is. That.
I'm ready for that magic.
Yeah. No retreat, no surrender. Holding on the vision with the music. Yeah. Introducing. Yes. Wow. Billy Jackson rescued. Watch him put Razor away. Ugly Wendy meets to ugly man. Live in color. Wow. These are all. Wow. They still have all these things on here, huh? Thug gets billed by Judge Joe Brown. Yeah, look at this. New Jackson best singer. Wow, look at this, huh? Awesome. I mean, those are actually all movies from back then. So well, anyways, I just want to say that my show is from Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, not Wednesdays. So I just want to at 7 p.m. So keep that keep that date down. And keep write those days down, and and again I will be updating you on the on the sentencing of the lawyer that murdered his wife and son. He was found guilty, and I mean, how can the thing is, how can somebody murder their wife and kids? How? You know what I'm saying? How? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta be one sick individual to actually do something like that. How? You know what I'm saying? Somebody could do something like that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty sad. Fall River today was pretty quiet. Earlier this evening, when I was out, at Wendy's, and saw a couple of police. I saw 4 police cars fly down the street. So I don't know where they what was going on at that point. So I mean, it goes to show you. You know what I'm saying? It goes to show you. Anything could happen here in New England. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute could be quiet. Next minute, you got police units flying all around the streets. You know what I'm saying? So, and yeah, pretty much. And and again, and we talk. Well, okay, look at this. We talk about the homeless. Okay, we talk about these things about the homeless. Fairhaven Homeless Beach is a camp to respond by the neighbor complaints. Yeah, well, I mean, you got even in Fairhaven and Fairhaven, New Bedford, you have these homeless, these homeless people. Okay, across the state. Fairhaven, New Bedford, Somerset, Swansea, they're basically all over the place. But the idea, okay, is to get, the idea, okay, is to get these things done, okay, is to build a shelter, okay, and I talk about this all the time because this is important. I mean, we have a homeless crisis. We have a opioid crisis. We have a drug problem. You know what I'm saying, we do, and we have to, we have to get to the bottom of this, and get a mill, get 2 mills, renovate them, right? If you renovate them, and and you can fit the homeless people in them. Okay, put beds in them, hire volunteers, or give these people a place to go. You know what I'm saying, and a place to sleep. I mean, again, we talk about this all the time. I mean, is Mayor Paul Coogan doing it? I don't know. Okay, he's not doing it, because if he was to take 2 mills, okay, renovate them, and homeless people, okay, they they always say that they're looking for ideas. We are passing the ideas out. Please utilize these ideas. Get the mills, okay, renovate them. Put beds in them, put showers in them, and for a place for them to eat. Teach them how to crochet. Teach them how to garden. Teach them the skills that they need. This is what these people need. Okay, they need skills. They need skills, and they need to be taught how to fill out an application. Okay, application for a job. These people need to be taught how to do these things. You know what I'm saying? And without these skills, some of these people don't even have addresses. You know what I'm saying? Some don't. You know what I'm saying? And when you tell a homeless person to go get a job, they're gonna tell you, well, I don't have an address. Okay, where am I supposed to live? And whose address that am I supposed to give? You know what I'm saying? Well, that's why I say these people need shelters, okay, to go into. So they can have addresses. They can have a place to sleep, take a shower, put some clean clothes on for once. You know what I'm saying? Make them feel good about themselves. Teach them how to, do a garden. Teach them how to crochet. Teach them how to do all these things. You know what I'm saying? And and all these things count for a resume. You know what I'm saying? And instead of taking mills and restructuring them into property or apartments and high rent where people cannot afford them. Okay, for instance, what about the old Bank Street Armory? Okay, the old Bank Street Armory, people are looking at that, right? Why don't the developers, turn that into a homeless shelter, renovate it, turn it into a homeless shelter instead of turning it into apartments and putting more taxes, put more burdens on the taxpayer and high rents and everything else. Because that's not going to work here in Massachusetts, okay? People in Massachusetts, we cannot afford high rents over here, okay? And that's why we say we need affordable housing over here for the people that can afford a rent over here. Not $2,000, not $800 or $900 or whatever, because and you put this burden on the landlords, and you force the landlord to raise their rent, because of their insurance is going up. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair to the landlords either. Okay, and that's my opinion on all that. You know what I'm saying? So do yourself a favor. Anybody out there listening, do yourself a favor, please. Renovate 2 mills. I mean, what is hard about it? You know what I'm saying? Renovate 2 mills for the homeless. Okay, we have a big huge homeless crisis here in here. You know what I'm saying? We got Tent City down by Quikasham Street. We got homeless. They're sleeping in the parks. They're sleeping in the middle of the parks on cardboards. I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's do something for these these homeless. You know what I'm saying? Let's do something for them. And and help them out. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's sad. So I mean, it is. It's terrible. But and I hope that my message gets out there. You know what I'm saying? And I hope it does. And I'm going to name some candidates that are running for also for running for mayor. You got the incumbent Paul Coogan challenging Sam Sutter, and then you have Jordan Sylvia running for mayor, city of Fall River. So there is tree so far. So I honestly I will actually keep you updated on this political run. Just to remind you that just to remind you that I will not be running for any political office, whether if it's mayor or city council. So I will not be running for any public office anytime soon, because of I'm doing this. So I'm actually doing this. I'm a radio host. Actually a podcast host. On the David Meade Show. So I'm the host, and so I won't be running for city council anytime soon. But I mean. Let me see this here. And also, scientists ion lab grown brains to replace the silicones based on computer chips. Give me a break. Oh, Lord. You see here. There's people. See, this is. UFOs. Where are these two bright lights in the Florida skies? Oh. They're probably stars. They're not UFOs. People, man. Unbelievable. Cool. UFOs. Imagine that. Well, and let me check up on the presidential run and see who else is running for president. I'm kind of like really interested in this. You know what I'm saying? So kind of like liking this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So let me see here. Who is running for president? Who? President. Let's see who's running for president. Okay. The presidential candidates in 2024. Let's see what we got here. The United States will be holding a presidential election on November 5th, 2024. This will be the 60th presidential election in the United States history and the first to be held after the re-election of electoral college votes followed in 2024. Restricted circles of this page. Wow. You got the Democratic politicians, business executive, public figure, Republican politicians, Republican business executives, and politicians figure. And the list is they register in a 2024 presidential candidate. Wow. So that's pretty impressed. You see who we got there? So as a February 1201 first of 2023 presidential, Joe Biden, the Democrat 46th president of the United States, has not made a officially announcement regarding to his candidacy. He has said the plans for run for re-election with Vice President Kamala Harris, D, and Democratic ticket. Yeah, cool, awesome. You see who's running in the Republican Party there. Let's see. See who's running in the Republican candidates is filed for the 2024. That show, yeah. Let's see who we got here. Libertarian parties. Aaron Day, Republican parties. Aaron Cutt, non-partisanship. Aaron Taylor, non-partisanship. Adam, independent. Adam McBird, independent. Adam Michael Dorn, Republican Party. Adam, Democratic Party. Asham said, non-partisan. Democratic Party, independent parties. Alan Holtison, Democratic. Independents, Alex David Hopper. Wow. Independent. Amanda. Non-partisan. Amber Boyer, independent. Anderson Lee, non-partisan. Wow. Independents. You got more independents running and Republican parties running. Non-partisan, Republican Party, Libertarian Party, Democratic Party, unaffiliated. Wow, already one affiliated. Non-Democratic Party, Republican Party, Brock Zuckerberg, Republican Party, Barbara Stone, People's Party. Wow. This is awesome. All Republicans. Wow, you got a lot of Republicans, independents running. Wow. You got more Republicans, independents, unaffiliated, Libertarians, People's Party. Wow, more than the wow, jeez. That's a lot. Huh. Candidates who are filled for the 2024 presidential election. Wow. Ain't that Republican Party? Let me see this. What we got here? Possible Republican presidential candidates. Greg Abbott, Governor of Texas. Liz Cheney, U.S. Representatives for Wyoming. Chris, former Governor of New Jersey. Bob Corker, former Senator from Tennessee. Tom Cotton, U.S. Senator from Arkansas. Dennis Grinshaw, U.S. Representative from Texas. Ted Cruz, U.S. Senator from Texas. Ron DeSantis, Governor of Florida. Doug, Governor of Arizona. Mike DeWine, Governor of Ohio. Senators from the lower, Larry Orler from the California candidates. Former ambassador to the United Nations. U.S. Senator for Larry, Governor from Maryland. Ash Hutchinson, Governor from Arkansas. Adam Kess, U.S. Representatives from Illinois. Mark Lee, U.S. Senators from Oath. U.S. Senator from Kentucky, Mike Pence, former Vice President of the United States. Mike Pompeo, former Secretary of State. Mitt Romney, U.S. Senator from Oath. Florida, Ben Sensu, U.S. Senator from Scott. Rick Scott, U.S. Senator from Florida. Tim Scott, U.S. Senator from South Carolina. Chris Sutton, governor from New Hampshire. Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States. He's the man that's running for president again. Well, I mean, it's his right. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's his right. He was found not guilty. You know what I'm saying? So for he was found not guilty. So I mean, so he did not again. And people, still talk. People still talk about this. Some people do. You know what I'm saying? But he had nothing to do with January 6th, and I want to keep putting that out there. And please go rewind them tapes again, and keep rewinding them tapes. Go back to the January 6th. Mr. Trump, he had nothing to do with that January 6th. Okay, he did ask Nancy Pelosi to call the National Guards, and I will keep saying this, and to make my point, because I was up at 2:00 in the morning that day when he asked Nancy Pelosi to call the National Guards. Okay, and Nancy Pelosi did not even budge. She did not even do anything about it. I was up that time, so and I heard Trump say it. So if I can find that tape, research that tape, and replay that tape back, believe me, the evidence show it at that point. But the thing is, we need our XL pipelines back. We need to be energy independent, because having electric cars, having electric solar panels, these things are not going to work. I mean, it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to work, and I keep saying this. You know what I'm saying? And hey, like I said, it's my right to say it. You know what I'm saying? And and I got values. You know what I'm saying? So I also have Christian values too. So, and solar panels are not going to work. People talk about solar panels, how they how the meters go backwards. There's no way. There's no way. Wow. I mean, some people got some very nice dreams about solar panels or numbers going backwards, and the electric company pays you. I wish. I mean, honestly, and let me tell you, I honestly wish that the company will pay me. You know what I'm saying? The electric company will pay me. You know what I'm saying? I'll pay my wife because the electric bill's under her name. But anyways, the thing is, just like it's. I mean, like the border. I mean, people talk about McCarthy. Okay, Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy is not. I mean, he's a representative of the House. Okay, he is, and he went down to the border, and and he expressed, the people down there expressed their feelings towards him. You know what I'm saying? Because he actually showed up down there, at the border. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he actually showed up at the border. I mean, again, and I will, say this again, because I I come from a family immigrants. Okay. And and my grandmother, my grandfather, they lived in Portugal, okay. And just before, I wasn't even born yet. They had told me this story a while ago. They came here illegally on a green card, okay. And then when they came here, then they filed the necessary papers to become naturalized citizens here in America. So my grandfather and my grandmother originally from Portugal, you know what I'm saying? And half of my family, yeah, they're originally from Portugal, I'm just Irish, Indian, and German and Portuguese, Norwegian, 6% French, 1% Jewish, and let me tell you, you know what I'm saying, and again, and I say this, okay, you know, if you want to come over here, illegally. You know what I'm saying, and fill out the necessary papers, get yourself a green card, come on over. You know what I'm saying, and then you can fill out, the necessary paperwork and become naturalized citizens here in the United States. I mean, let me tell you something. We welcome everybody, but we want people to do things the right way. We want people to, come in here the right way. Okay, and if you have, okay, this is how this goes. Okay, if you have something going on in your country, and you don't feel safe in your country, I mean, you can fill out asylum, okay, with the Secretary of State, and get a then you get fill out asylum, and then you can come over here a little bit quicker. You know what I'm saying, a little bit faster. You know what I'm saying, and then once you come over and you're safe, then you can fill out the necessary paperwork, and then you can become a citizen of this country. Okay. See, in this country, we do things the right way. You know what I'm saying? We just don't keep jumping borders. You know what I'm saying? But we have a huge border crisis. We have a huge border crisis going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's why McCarthy's down there, so he can protect the borders. You know what I'm saying? He needs to protect the borders. That's his job. McCarthy's job, he needs to protect the borders. And that's why he's there. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden didn't bother going down there. You know what I'm saying? He went straight to Ukraine and give $20 billion to them. You know what I'm saying? So that's putting America last instead of putting America first. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's my opinion and that's my right. You know what I'm saying? So, to express myself like that, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, if he cared about so much about the borders, you know what I'm saying? If he cared so much about it, he would have been at the borders instead of McCarthy being there. But McCarthy went down there, and to protect the borders. Yes, we have to close these borders, okay? Because if we don't close these borders, you know what's going to happen? And you're going to have more people come over, okay? And they're going to be draining the welfare system. They're going to be draining the Social Security system. They're going to be draining the food stamp system and everything else. So, I mean, what about the children, okay? What about the children, okay? We have to take care of our own, okay, over here, okay? We take care of our own. Yes, we like to help people out, okay? There's thousands of countries we like to help out, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you have to fill out if you have something going on and you don't feel safe in your country, fill out the asylum, and then with the Secretary of State or one of our embassies, and then we can get you over here and get you out of the situation and bring you over here where you can be safe over here. I mean, we welcome everybody, okay? We do. I mean, we welcome everybody. People just don't know that. You know what I'm saying? People think that, the United States, we don't welcome anybody. We do. We do. And something. And that's why we have asylum. That's why we have green cards. You know what I'm saying? This is why we have these laws in place. You know what I'm saying? But we just can't have open borders like this. You know what I'm saying? And because and it's just making a mess of things. So with that being said, McCarthy's doing a good job. And we have the 2024 election coming up, and we got quite a few Republicans running for president of the United States. And congratulations and good luck to all the presidential candidates that are running, for president. You know what I'm saying? Good luck to Donald Trump for running for president of the United States. We have a new CPAC coming too, so so we have a new CPAC coming, and it's going to be good. So we want everybody to get along. You know what I'm saying? So we all need to get along, and we have to stop fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like little kids. You know what I'm saying? Remember back in those days, you know what I'm saying, when we were little kids and stuff, and we used to throw sand, you know what I'm saying, at each other, you know what I'm saying, and go down to the beach. We'd be at the beach in the water and throw water at each other, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that's how I think, about the politicians, always fighting, calling people names and everything, and people shouldn't be hating on anybody, okay? People should be loving and caring, okay? Help each other out. I mean, we only have one life to live, you know what I'm saying? And we need to make the best of it, you know what I'm saying? The best of each day that we have, that God gives us, okay? Because fighting ain't gonna do anybody any good, you know what I'm saying? Nope. That would never do anybody any good. You know what I'm saying? So fighting's not gonna do anybody any good. Ethan, my friend Ethan, he just my friend Ethan. Hi Dave, do you remember me? Yes, I do. Ethan says, what is your number? My guys, to be delicate and to call in some if it is okay with you, but Ethan, if you go to my YouTube channel and and you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I do call because I have a connection in there. So if you go to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can call, and I have a connection here with I have a little Zoom device that's hooked up to my PT4, and let me see. I think see what it's called. Let me see here. It's called the BTA2. It's hooked up to my and it transmits out there. So if you really want to call, please look for that. You know what I'm saying? So and just look for that. And George Desire says it is called. Let's see here. So what's happening to you? No, there's nothing. No, happened in my TikTok account. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me see here. Yeah. So if you want to, if you want to, just it's just call into my phone. You know what I'm saying? Or So, but anyways, but like I said, it's a. But anyways, but like I said, but it's a. Like I said, McCarthy, you know what I'm saying, has to, he has to protect the borders, where that Joe wasn't going to protect the borders. So just to be just to be clear with that, you know what I'm saying, and it's sad because he, what he does is, you know what I'm saying, he goes to Ukraine first before he goes to the borders. So is Ukraine more important than the crisis that we have in the border and the borders? Of course it is. I mean, it's a crisis, and I mean, any president of the United States, okay, that should know and say, hey, look, you know what? Let's skip Ukraine for now. Let's go to the borders. We have a border crisis over there, and we have to do something about the borders because we have to protect the borders and close the borders down. Look at the borders in Texas. Okay, Texas is flooded with all kinds of people that come over here in the borders. Okay, I mean you got cartels, coming over. I mean, it's a mess. You know what I'm saying? And and the Republicans, and we're trying to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So we can close the borders. Okay. And we got to close these borders. That's the main thing, okay. And the other main thing too, in 2024, we got to set the XL pipelines back in place again, and we also have to make energy independent, okay. Energy independent. That's what we need, is energy independent, because turbines are not going to work. Solar panels are not going to work. Okay, none of this stuff is, is not going to work. You know what I'm saying? I've talking to many people about the universal health care. That's not working because it's an Obamacare. Because what happens is that it's expensive for everybody, and it is. It's expensive. I actually, matter of fact, I looked that up too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how it's cheaper. I don't know how. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Universal health care. Let's look this up. Let's see what this is.
Imagine feeling the freedom of 20/20 vision without the hassle of foggy glasses.
Okay. Let's see. No, I was just looking up. Let me see here. Let me look up universal health care, and let me see what this is about. Okay. Universal health care. Universal health care. Okay. Let me see here. Let's see here. Well, I mean, universal health care is a Obama care thing, and it's not separate at all. It's not, and and it's. Let me tell you something, and it's costly. You know what I'm saying, and how are we gonna pay for our our prescriptions when we need them? You know what I'm saying, because universal health care, they only tell you what you're going to pay, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And, and every time I bring this up, and people get upset. You know what I'm saying? And it's my right, to actually bring this up. You know what I'm saying? So it is. It is. It's actually, I bring it up because, because health, we have to look other places. Okay, we have to find other, we have to look elsewhere. If we want a better healthcare system, that's what we're trying to say here. We need a better healthcare system. We don't need universal healthcare system. We need a better healthcare system. And I know, and I get it, and I understand. There is some people that have universal healthcare. I get it, but I mean, I do get it, and I do. And there is some people, that I know that have universal health care, but universal health care does not work. You don't want to get universal health care for all. That means you have to give it to everybody. You know what I'm saying, and you can't. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's, universal health care is not the answer. We have to we have to do our research. Let's put it this way. We have to do our research, and we have to look elsewhere to get better health care. You know what I'm saying? Because universal health care, like eye vision, the vision centers, they don't take universal health care. Okay, they don't. Okay, they don't. Vision Center, next to Job Lot, they don't take universal health care over there. Some primary care don't even, take universal health care. They take Steward. Okay, Steward is one of the best health cares that you can have if you can get that. You know what I'm saying? So Steward, Steward health care. You know what I'm saying? Or we can do our research and we can look for something better. You know what I'm saying? Better healthcare. You know what I'm saying? We need a better healthcare system instead of a universal healthcare system. Because, you're gonna not pay for your, how are you gonna pay a copay for your prescriptions? Okay, for people like us and everything else and stuff. How? You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to, because universal healthcare does not work. Okay, and secondary, so that's why we got to look for other ways to get health care for somebody. Okay, so so I mean it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's nuts. But it is. It could be. First wood and tape entry in Massachusetts open Saturday, and the benefits for young people. Wow, nice. Yes, it's awesome. McDonald franchises Pauline Card B offset promotion. Wow, great. Wow, I just went over my show today too. I just recognized it. My God. And O.J. Simpson says Alex Murphy will beat the murder rap, and Sprint likely. Wow. He didn't. He was found guilty. Murphy was found guilty. Body found and ditched in Columbia County. Oh boy, that's that's something. Wife of a missing radio host Jeffrey Van Griffith shares a painful update. Mr. Murphy, we will, we'll keep putting this out there for you, and to help you find your wife. And I know it's painful. I mean, it is, and so we will be. I'll talk about this. Keep talking about this until and I'll keep talking about it. So hang in there, buddy. Courthouse phone scam rescued. PI number 2335. Date March 2nd, 2023. The Borough Sheriff's Office remanded the public to vigilant into regarding of a recurring phone scams where the bad guys pretend to be the Basco deputies and spoof Brown County courthouse phone number when calling the victims. Yeah, so you gotta really watch out for scams too out there, because Pennsylvania man jailed after found along. Officials say, "Wow, jeez, crazy." Connect fraud by well, this is the longest show that I ever did. Let's see here. So, anyways, I just want to say that my show has ended. This is a long show, and I got to get up tomorrow. So, but I just want to tell everybody, take care, have a great night, and I'm going to do the weather one more time because I think it dropped. Yes, it did. Now it's 38, mostly clear, highs 46, lows 35 tonight. So I don't see any rain or snow. 35 to 46 tomorrow. Friday 30, 44. Saturday 29, 40. Sunday 26, 44. Mondays 30s, 49s. Tuesdays 32s, 43s. Wednesdays 29s, 46. Thursday 33, 43. Fridays 35, 44 with a little bit of rain. Saturday 29, 40. So that's your updated again weather, because it changed so 42 good. Air quality index 42, which is similar to yesterday about this time. So that's your weather tonight again. I had to update it because it changed a little bit. So as we were going along, and talking about different things, different issues, what's going around America. So I'm glad that we got some snow, filled up the streams, a little bit. But people, please keep in mind, solar panels do not work. Okay, electric cars don't work. Okay, electric buses don't work. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So please keep in mind that it doesn't. So and again, SRTA is hiring. If you can, they will train you. To get your to get your CDL license and everything. So if anybody's interested, for CERTA, please contact CERTA and let them know what is going on. So please let them know, and I'm gonna please let them know that you're interested in the job. Fill out the application, and because we do need bus drivers, and also we do need police officers too, and dispatchers. So but anyways, take care, everybody, and have a great night. And we're gonna say the pledge of allegiance to the flag one more time before we go, so that way we know America still stands for freedom and democracy. So I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So when I say that, justice for all, keep that in mind. So that way, when I say justice for all, just keep it in mind. I don't want you to think that that you are above the law. You're not. So if you commit a crime, you face the consequences just like everybody else. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. And my show is from Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So take care, everybody, at 7 p.m. Keep that in mind. So take care.